It's daytime! I'm Buster the Fox, and welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links The Ladder Battle, a series in which I attempt to climb the rankings of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. So in this episode you may notice I sound a little bit different. I have come down with a bit of a cold or allergies, I suppose. I'm not sure which one yet. My nose is stuffed up though, so I do sound different. So I've made a small change to my deck, a couple switch outs. I've had far too many situations during regular duels where I've had too many tribute summon monsters, you know, level 5 and higher. So I switched out my Ally of Justice dude for one of these tornadoes, which I'm testing. So far it's been okay. It's kind of like a Mystical Space Typhoon, except for also trap cards. It's only useful for getting rid of continuous things and equip things though, so even though it's a super rare, I'm not sure it's that useful yet. I also switched out another card, Block Attack, for Yomi Ship here. I have a specific story for why I did that. I was fighting one of the AIs, and they had a ritual deck, and so on turn 1, they ritual summoned a Performance of Sword, which is like, it has like 1950 attack points, which on its own is pretty good. For a ritual monster, it's decent, but then also on turn 1, they immediately equipped it with a ritual weapon, which brought it up to over 3,000 attack points, and I was like, oh, this is not so great. So then I drew a block attack, and I was like, oh, perfect, I can use that. Turns out Performance of Sword's defense is only like 100 points less than its attack, so I couldn't defeat it. And I ended up losing that duel because I just didn't draw anything that could defeat it. The only thing I have in my deck that would have been able to defeat that was the Michizure. So, yeah. I did Yomi Ship to hopefully get rid of things better. So let's start our first match of the episode, shall we? Right. Also, if I sound a little bit less chipper than I normally do, it's also because I'm not feeling too well. So, there's that. If I'm a little quiet or I go for long spans of time without talking, I'm going to keep this episode chill tonight. Or today. That depends on when you're watching. It's nighttime for me in real life. Alright. Yes, I know how to surrender. I'm not planning to do it. I once surrendered a duel just to see what would happen as far as the scoring is concerned. Turns out when you surrender... Oh. Okay, well that didn't work out. Alright, let's try again. Alright, so I know that this sort of thing does happen occasionally. They have hopefully resolved the errors, or I guess not errors, but the issues that their servers were having. So I'm hoping that this will do better. They haven't re-released the events yet, so we're going to get another rank if we beat this character here. I didn't catch his name. I noticed in post last time that it does show your opponent's name at the start there, but I forgot to look for it. So we are playing... Oh. Duel log. Go up. Greg. We are dueling Greg. Alright. So I guess it's his turn. So we're waiting for... Oh no! Is this happening again already? I don't have anything happening on my internet right now, so it's either the servers or it's my opponent's side. Then again, my internet does suck, but... What?
You have shown that you are a true duelist.
Ooh. Failed? Yeah, failed. Okay. Does that count for a win for him as well, I wonder? Like, is that a disconnect on the part of the developers? I like how it gives me quick victory. So, am I going to get a rank from that? Okay, well, I feel really bad that I just got a free rank. But it's also really cool that we're now at Bronze Rank 1. So I guess every rank has a, or 3 different ranks that you can have. I don't know. Hopefully we can actually get a match 5 minutes into this episode. I really want to play a match. I want to test out this deck. Now, I do have a couple of extra decks in the making, so now we're not going to get a rank if we win, which is cool, I guess. So once this deck starts to suck, I'll switch over to the other ones that I've been testing. One of them in particular has been doing very well. I'm not going to give away anything about it because I want it to be a nice surprise when I show it off. It might not be that surprising, but, you know. Alright, so it's his turn. I have a terrible opening hands. Let's hope this works out. Oh boy, this is not going well so far. The first episode was super great. I had a lot of fun playing that one, but so far this is really... Oh, really? Okay. Well, let's attack him then. I'm hoping there's a particular reason you didn't play anything, buddy. Who are we fighting, by the way? This is Tricks. Tricks are for kids. Right. I was just thinking the other day, how trippy would it be if they made Tricks for adults? I didn't get anywhere beyond that thought, though. My train of thought completely went away. It's because I was drawing a character of mine called Cyclops Man, who is heavily based on the anime Bo, which, if you can tell by the name, that is a very strange and random and comedy anime where basically the battles make no sense and it's very hilarious. Oh, I forgot to end my turn. I'm sorry.
Here I go.
Oh my gosh. That's embarrassing. Okay. So, anyway, Cyclops Man. He always has a silly t-shirt on. So, one of the t-shirts I gave him just said, Tricks for adults. I don't know. For those who don't know, Trix is a breakfast cereal. Yeah, and in their commercials they always say, Tricks are for kids. So, we're gonna win now. What is in this guy's deck? I'm really curious now to see what's in his hand. But, there it is. Not even a quick play spell. Okay, well... There you have it. So far, I have not been enjoying our matches today at all. Even though I'm getting the win, it's just not satisfying. Oh, did I actually go up? No, I didn't. Okay. Interesting. I wonder how it decides. Alright, well let's toss in one more match. Hopefully we can get at least one match during this episode. That would be great. The last one really wasn't much of a match. He played one blue medicine card, that's it. Okay, so I will gain a rank if I win this duel. Hopefully it's an actual challenge of some sorts. Alright. Aha, so this character, this player, I forgot to check his name again. Boy, that opening animation is real short, so what can you say? Oops, I saw it there for a moment. Is Eddie the Nice. Eddie the Nice. So let's hope Eddie the Nice is very nice. He's probably actually very mean, and he's going to show that with his dueling. I don't know. Let's go ahead and normal summon. This guy's defense isn't that great. And then we'll save Twister. So, come on. There's Twister's effect. Super easy. You pay life points, then you can destroy a face-up spell or trap card. That's about it. You can't target anything face down, which would have made it so much more useful. But since it has to be face-up, I don't feel like it's worth being a super rare. Activate our Jar of Greed, because we're already low on cards. Naturia, Strawberry. So this guy, I was thinking, is actually pretty good, because he has 1600 attack in the first place, and he's pretty good as tribute bait, because he has good survivability. So you summon him, and then you can attack with him, so he's useful in that way, but then your opponent summons something to defeat it, but then he gains his attack points back not back, but he gains his attack points because, you know, that's his effect. And then the next turn, if you have something to tribute, no, I don't want to use that, then you can tribute him, which is pretty good. No, I don't want to use that. Right now the only thing... Oh, you know what? I could use that on his Yami. Can I still use that? I'll use that right now. Yeah. I'll get rid of Yami. I mean, that's assuming his deck is based around using Yami at all. Which, who knows, it might not be. But, it's still good to get rid of a field effect, I suppose. Now watch him play something really awesome next turn. Or like a spell or a trap that would have been much better used with Twister. I cannot speak either, apparently. I need to get some rest after this. Don't worry, I'll drink plenty of fluids and get lots of rest. But, alright, here we go. Double Costume. I think I will summon Double Costume, just because he has more attack points, and that is my last monster slot. But looks like we're gonna win this turn. I'm interested by that baby dragon, as I don't see anything in the extra deck for my opponent. So surely it's not there for Thousand Dragon. So I'm guessing that's just in there unironically. Baby dragon, not the best card to have. Alright. Well, good game nonetheless, Eddie the Nice. I'm glad I finally was able to play an actual game, no matter how the result came out. Alright, we're at Bronze Rank 2. So already we've gained 2 ranks in the Bronzes. So maybe we can get to Bronze Rank 3 by the end of this video, who knows? We're only 12.5 minutes in about. Close to that. Okay, so if we win this one, we will get a rank. So, Lucifer was his name? I believe. Maybe with some numbers I didn't see. Alright, so Power of Dark. Lucifer with the Power of Dark, yep. I'm kind of surprised. I've only seen Yami, Yuki, and Kaiba so far. Yeah, Lucifer. Okay, so my move. I hate it when I do that. I managed to not do that in either of the previous episodes. The whole thing where I show off that it's 4:30 a.m. while I'm playing this. Alright, so I didn't get anything to summon though. Hopefully Jar of Greed will let me get one. And I have 2 Banners of Courage, so when I do get something out, I'm going to wreck face, but that's assuming I do get something out. There's the draw. I don't know why that seems to be laggy. I always draw the card super fast, like it's... I don't know. It's gotta be laggy. Either that, or people think that they can, like, do RNG to make it better. So there's a Horned coming out, which actually kind of makes me think that this might be the default Yami Yugi deck, because that's something that default has. Although, it looks like he has a 30 card deck, because he's got 25 cards in his deck. So maybe he just added some things to it? I don't know. 30 card decks can be viable with the right strategy, but I don't feel like it's better to have more cards just because. It's better to have a better flow of really good cards rather than have a chance to get a few decently good cards, you know? It's a basic deck building strategy, I suppose. So let's go ahead. No, I'm going to summon Guardian Throne Room here. No particular reason to, I guess, but whatever. Guardian does have better defense than Gyojin, so that's one thing to keep in mind. So maybe I should have summoned Gyojin so that in the future if he summons something, then I could use my defense well. Who knows? Whatever. Doesn't matter. Also, there's the whole typing thing. So, like, there are some cards, like, take Umi, for example, the water one. It makes machines less powerful, but it makes water types more powerful. So if there's an Umi on the field, you definitely want High Tide, but not Guardian. You know, just little things like that. Always stuff to keep in mind. Of course, there's nothing like that to change what I summon here.
My turn is done.
So it looks like I'm already at the advantage. I could do Stray Lambs and then set Dark Magician, but I feel like right now it would be more in my favor to do some battle damage. Alright, so do it please. Ancient Dragon, that's a good card. I have that in my deck. Right and direct. Okay, cool. There we go. Now, depending on what I draw next turn, I might want to do Stray Lamb, Dark Magician, or I can sack these two and then summon Dark Magician, which would actually prevent me from using Stray Lambs. Oh, okay, or he could surrender. I don't really like it when my opponent surrenders, and there's a legitimate reason not to also, because you only get like 100 score from doing that, as opposed to a duel loss, which would get you 1,000 on its own, which means you get at least one box, right? So, yeah. Alright, well here we are at Bronze Rank 3, awesome. So I don't know if Bronze Rank has more than 3, but let's see if we can get to Silver Rank. Because I know Silver Rank 1 is the rank that if you get to it, then you'll be reset back to Silver 1 at the start of the season, if a new one starts. I'm not sure how many there have been. All I know is that there is a recent one in January. So, I don't know. I guess this game has been out for a while in Japan, and it most recently came out in like South Africa or something like that. I don't know. So, who are we dueling? It is Exotic 10. Alright, hope for a good game from you, Exotic. Let's see what you got. Alright, summoning a monster. And that's an, no, Stern Mystic. Interesting, okay. So with Yami on the field, he's a 1700 meter. That's pretty good. I have double Costin, which would make me trade. That wouldn't be fun, though. Banner of Courage, that's exactly what I was hoping for. Oh my gosh. Heart of the cards on my side here. Alright, so let's double Costin. I don't have anything to summon here as far as dark type monsters. So when I got rid of a tribute summon monster, it was between that Ally of Justice dude and Red Eyes. Red Eyes being, let's see, I think the Ally of Justice was either 2400 or 2600 attack points. I think it was 26, but Red Eyes has 2400, and he takes 2 tributes as opposed to the one of the 6-star Ally of Justice. But it was the whole double Costin thing that made me keep him in the deck, plus the whole fact that he gets the cut-in frame with Joey. I don't think I've shown that off yet in this series. Maybe I'll get the chance to before I switch to my other decks. Okay, so let's attack the face-down card. That is a different dimension Crazy Beast. DD cards, I haven't seen much of those. I've gotten a few in packs and whatnot, but I don't think there's really enough DD cards out there for them to be super viable, but maybe. There's a lot of cards that deal with banished / removed from play cards, so maybe. It's something I haven't looked into yet yet.
I'm counting on you.
Alright. Ooh, summoning. Remind me what you do. If it's destroyed by an opponent's monster, look at the top card of my deck. So, he must have something specific in mind here. Banner of Courage. Why did he set that? Trying to bluff me? I guess. There's never really much reason to set cards unless you're like coming up on the limit of your hand or something. Oh, here we go. So Red Eyes. I was thinking, I don't know, I don't want to do that because I'll have to tribute both my monsters. But of course, double Costin takes care of that problem beautifully. let's go ahead and watch this.
This Calamai's a super rare monster.
Alright. That's a pretty cool animation right there. I like it a lot. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this battle-y thing. Go ahead and look at my top card and decide whether or not I get to have it. Or just don't activate the effect at all. Is that a thing? I didn't get to check. Oh well. Alright. A duel for the ages indeed. Alright, so that was nice and easy win. I don't necessarily want to only showcase wins in this series, just so you know. It just so happens... Okay, so rank 4 is a thing. It just so happens that I've been getting easy duels, I suppose. So, Exotic 10, good game. We are at the 21-minute mark, so I think I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here. Thank you guys ever so much for watching. I am pretty disappointed that we didn't get any really challenging duels this episode, but we did get to Bronze Rank 4, which is really pretty good considering we started at Rookie 3, even if I feel like I only deserve to have Bronze Rank 3 right now, because of a couple of disconnects, or one disconnect and then one duel that ended in a surrender and all that stuff. But it was still a decent amount of progress here. So hopefully in the next episode we can get up to Silver Rank. That would be really cool to see. And, yeah. Look forward to it. Hopefully it will be a much better episode than this one turned out to be. I don't feel like this one turned out as well as the last one, but, you know, sometimes this sort of things happen. So thank you guys ever so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe before you go. But until next time, goodbye everyone. It's nighttime.